Ralph Bakshi or Peter Jackson? Who wins?
Oh,
It's
man.
well, it's apples and oranges, I think.
Yeah, it's more like kind of apples and kumquats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like an orange and a kumquat.
Yeah. So they're in the same family, but one's just much smaller.
One's smaller.
Smaller in scope.
One's grand.
Well, yeah, one is grand and juicy, and the other one is small and kind of bitter.
And you can eat the skin.
Right. Exactly. Personally, I mean, if our man Morgrok was here, the Dark Lord, aka the Suck Lord, he would be giving props to Bakshi all up and down this joint, and he has some valid points. Like, for instance, and forgive me while I digress on a certain fine point of the films. The Black Rider chase to Rivendell, to the River Bruinen in Peter Jackson's movie, is not that scary. Like, basically, the way it is in the film, it's like a bunch of guys in black sheets on horses in broad daylight. Whereas in the Bakshi film, you've got, like, all this weird psychedelic lighting and thunder, and the Black Riders, they kind of look like lepers, you know? They're kind of like this.
It's a really bad acid trip.
Yeah, like, it looks like a bad acid trip, which is kind of where Frodo's at that point, you know? He's falling into the slip of, like,
he's been stabbed by a Morgul blade.
Yeah, I mean, and the point's broken off in his shoulder. It's inching his way to his heart, and he's, like, slipping into the Wraith world. And it just looked a little too, like, broad daylighty in the Peter Jackson movie. So the Bakshi movie, you know, it has its points where it's like... But I have to say something about the Bakshi movie, like, what is up with their hair, man? Like, what is up with their hair? Like, everyone has this crazy, out-of-control 70s hair.
Yeah.
Like, Saruman's
Unlike Beadle's hair,
yeah,
which is
a
finely groomed...
You know, enough about my hair.
Mop of locks.
This is carefully manicured.
Yeah.
I have to go through a lot of effort to get it to look like this.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
It speaks for itself.
Well, anyway.